Hello everyone, this is Terry from Genkigamingtv, and we're back with Yokai Watch 2019 episode 28 review. Before I get into the review itself, I want to thank you guys for your continued support. I'm pretty tired while recording this. I woke up like 30 minutes ago or an hour ago, long enough to watch the episode and do the review. I'm doing it actually on Sunday. It should be uploaded later today. So, for a mini announcement, could you guys go and do me a small favor and head over to Ash Anime's channel and give him a subscribe. He is trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year, or by close to it. He even has an intro and an outro. So if you guys enjoy Yokai Watch content, he also is a great content creator. Him and the Yokai Advisor and myself are a part of the Shadowcast, and I believe we're going to be recording a new Shadowcast podcast episode either later this month or sometime in November, because a couple of things have happened in the Yokai Watch world. And we'll move on to the review now. The opening segment was actually one of the better segments I think I've seen in this anime ever. And when I say ever, I mean this by far has been one of our better opening segments. And I love the yokai that was featured in it, like the yokai causing problems. So let's dive into it. Basically, everyone's saying go min. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna head this way. Like, the opening part of this segment, Nate's handing Katie a handkerchief or like a tissue, and she's like, I'm leaving. Like, she just leaves out of the middle of nowhere, like within his conversation with her. And then Kanchi and Kuma both do the same exact thing. And he's beginning to feel like they all saw him flexing, because he wanted to be like a guy from a manga. So he's flexing in front of his window, and Katie actually sees him. And I guess if I saw someone flexing in front of my window, like my neighbor, it would be okay. It would just be like, why are you flexing? But as a elementary school kid, what exactly are you doing? Needed a sip of coffee. But moving on, Nate's like, it has to be a yokai. There's no reason why people would be avoiding me. They're not throwing me a secret surprise birthday party or anything like that. But it was, in fact, actually a yokai. And this yokai I'm a little bit familiar with by the name. It is Gomindako, which is a really interesting play on words. Gomin, like from Gomin Nasai. And Mindako is a type of octopus. It is an umbrella octopus, so it's just a rather refreshing thing to see that a yokai of this caliber, because it says it's a D rank, but this D rank yokai defeated 3 other yokai. Basically defeated another octopus yokai easily. I have no idea who this one is, and defeated 2 other yokai that I'm not 100% familiar with. I tried to look them up, but the wiki didn't have them. And I will also add this: I am not someone that will be updating the wiki. Someone from the Puni Puni community should be updating the wiki. And I say should because I don't know if they are. people from the Puni Puni community are actually the ones getting to see truly new yokai. Myself, as an episode reviewer, I don't get to see new yokai unless they appear in the episode. The people playing Puni Puni, they have access to these new yokai when the game updates. Which is why we didn't know who Kachikachi was, and why we didn't know who Punigami was, because they are exclusive to that series. But moving on, so after defeating multiple yokai, Nate brings out his trump card. Black Diamond Yan. Finally, a yokai that actually does stuff that is good and brilliant. Hashtag Team Black Diamond Yan. Get that in the comment section down below. So Black Diamond Yan shows up and Nate asks him to dispose of Gomindako. And Black Diamond Yan begins using the Black Diamond Yan sword. And Nate's like, no, we're gonna one-chance side this and actually have a one-chance side that accomplishes something by being a problem solver. High five Black Diamond Yan. Even though I don't have a Black Diamond Yan to high five, but still it's the same sentiment, you guys get that. We finally have a one-chance side that actually resolves the problem. We've not had one of them since like the early teens episodes. So yeah, I'm literally ecstatic. You can't really tell that from my voice because yesterday was a really long day and I'm basically still at the early stages of waking up. Which is why I'm sipping on coffee while doing this review. The elixir of life, survival juice, coffee. But yeah, Black Diamond Yan's one chance side actually adds a tire to his head. It sounds stupid, but this actually works. The writing for this opening segment was actually decent. Like, I would say it's a A+ opening segment because we rate things on a scale to Black Diamond Yan being the top, to Shirokuma being the bottom. But we'll get to that bottom later on. So, problem has been resolved. Mindako is now one of Nate's yokais, but Nate does something embarrassing at the end of the segment by sticking his hands through his pants, doing a little dance, shoving his fingers in his nose, and now he has no friends. At least for the rest of the segment, because the segment ends. Then we get back to the unnecessarily long multi-part segment. We are introduced to the Uncan Boys, aka all of the baby yokai. If this was Pokemon, it would be Pichu, Clefairy, Igglybuff, and Togepi. Magby and Elekid and Smoochum, and probably Mine Jr. and Bonsley. But whisper, 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 whisper. You need to stop falling asleep on random forms of transportation. You're a ghost. You can sleep and fly at the same time. But yet, writing has it, falling asleep in a baby carriage is brilliant. But no, it's actually not. It's a really poor decision. But moving on, he goes through a challenge mode at a little playground. A baby Feronian, at least that's what I think it is a baby of, tries to go down the slide of doom. It's just a really high slide. Falls on its back, begins crying, but Whisper Mama is there to save the day. And then Draggy tries to do something else, tries to do a pull-up or do something on the pull-up bar, falls over. Whisper Mama, who's not actually Whisper Mama, saves the day. Basically, when one baby yokai fails, they all start crying. It's a cascading cry effect. So this continues on, and milk goes everywhere because there was a milk drinking contest, but yet the leader of Ankon Boys throws up his milk and loses. But Whisper Mama, who's not actually their mama, is there to save the day. Hashtag Whisper Mama. Even though that would probably never become a thing. Now I just want to see a spin-off of Whisper being a mom. And that's mainly because I'm not entirely awake. This segment was really bad. It wasn't horrible, but it certainly wasn't great. It was kind of funny, but not really funny at the same time. It's one of those things where it's funny when it catches you off guard, but it's not a segment you would want to rewatch. Except for the vroom vroom part, because that will always be funny. And I have no idea why it will always be funny. Just in my head, I can see myself going back through the episode and watching that part. Like Whisper's, the panic on Whisper's face, and then seeing these toddlers drive by, going vroom vroom. It is kind of funny. But moving on, Koma-san realizes that gotcha little vending machines are a trap, as he gets nothing he wants. He gets the chocolate soft serve, he gets a poop on a stick, and a little ice cream container. Then we move on to the Sengoshi Yokai Kuni Wars, at least that's what I'm calling it. Sergeant Burley is basically in charge of a territory, but our boy Funyunyan or Havernyan wants to take over, or wants to have part of the territory. He offers Sergeant Burley money, women, but it was not enough, and Funyunyan eventually becomes a balloon that Sergeant Burley carries around. So all in all, the opening segment was the only part that I would say that is worth watching more than once, other than the vroom vroom. I felt like the Koma finally did justice about what gotcha really is. You hardly ever luck out and get the main thing you want from a gotcha vending machine, unless you just have Super Saiyan luck. The middle segment, the Sakura segment, was really kind of poorly written for the most part, but works. It's something that shouldn't work that worked. It's like the first person who made an Elvis sandwich that was not Elvis, the peanut butter and banana sandwich. And that's like, this is a stupid idea that shouldn't work, but it actually works. But moving on, overall, I rate this episode probably, I want to say a C+ or a B-. It wasn't bad. I'm so happy that Black Diamond Neon saved the day. But the episode name, my review name, is Whisper Mama to the Rescue, probably. I have to get ready to leave the house, and I have one other thing to record before I go. I want to tell you guys, you are amazing. You can do anything you set your mind to it. Have a positive week, and may blessings simply come your way. Bye-bye for now.